Hello, welcome to the weather update. It's 9:45 on October 24th, and yes, you see the picture right here. Stuck in the clouds, the damp, the drizzle, and occasional showers across our area today. Looking at the current radar, you can see we've got a few showers out east right now. We got a few showers moving through here. You can see there's one shower over there. So we have a couple of showers, and it'll in those showers it'll pour for a good. These are very like tropical type showers that have popped up across the area. So it could get kind of wet when these things come through. Cause some ponding on the roadways and stuff like that. At least that's what I witnessed. It's getting kind of muggy out there now. Temperatures are in the 60s. At this hour, 63, dew point 63 at Islip. So this is the kind of tropical air that we're dealing with here. Visibility a half a mile. So we got the fog, we got the drizzle and occasional light rain. Dew points are high too. You can see the humidity is high. We got dew points in the 60s across Long Island. Temperatures in the mid 60s. Same thing for the city, around 60. And we look at New Jersey, also dealing with those low 60s. So yeah, it is muggy out there. It's not the kind of weather you should be having in October at all. So let's take a look at what Islip was like today. You'll see how the temperatures have risen throughout the day. So if we go back earlier in the day, you see we had 50s, and then you can see the temperatures increasing throughout the day here. So that is what we are going to be dealing with right now, is these increasing temperatures as we deal with this sort of like a warm front moving through, I guess you could say, is what we're dealing with right now. So let's take a look and see how much rain we've gotten across the area today. We will use, I guess I can use this if we want. We'll first start with this, and then I'll use the underground because it gives us more stations. So let's go here and take a look at our rainfall for the past 24 hours here. And you will see here, some areas of central Suffolk actually wound up getting a decent amount here. Looks like 1.5 inches here. Not so much in Nassau, but you can see it's where the heaviest showers. Look at that, 2.46 in Ridge. So hopefully those lakes in the Pine Barrens are getting full again after all that rain, because that's a beautiful spot too. It looks like some heavier amounts out east too. Of course, now it is deciding not to load here. So heavier amounts out east. So it looks like central Suffolk and parts of eastern Suffolk got the heavier rainfall amounts. Let's take a look at the Jersey Shore areas. Not really as much there. And then some more. It looks like some higher amounts around Newark area and parts of central New Jersey, up to over an inch. We can look at the underground site. No, we're not done yet. We're going to be getting more rain showers. No, we're not done. It's going to be quite a wet October. Maybe the wettest on record. It'll be interesting to see. So here you go. Here are the temperatures. It's very muggy out there. Let's go look at the precipitation out there, and you will see that we've got, again, Nassau County, not that much. A lot of the heaviest showers missed Nassau. They went over central parts of Suffolk County. You can see, this area right here. Yaphank, Ridge, look at that. Western Pine Barrens there. So they got a lot of rain there. This is just today. 2.4, all right, not 12 is a mistake, but 2.47. Look at this, 3.21. So some of the areas around the Pine Barrens really got a lot of rain, which is very good, I guess, for the lakes and over there. Get some heavier rains in there, because those lakes are probably, I haven't been there in a long while, and they probably weren't doing too well. Hopefully they're doing better today. So yeah, that central, I would say that William Floyd Parkway corridor really got in on some of the heavier rain on Long Island. So I like this site because it gives us more stations, you know what I'm saying? So let's go take a look at the models, and obviously you know the deal with this low here. So tomorrow we're going to get a little bit of a less rain. It's going to be more of a scattered variety deal, still unsettled. And you see we're still dealing with it on Wednesday. And then finally high pressure starts building in Thursday. This is when we start seeing our improving weather. And you see we got a little bit of a squeeze play this weekend with a low to the south and a high trying to build to the north. So we'll have to see what winds up happening with that. And then another high builds in sometimes, or at least tries to build in sometime next week here. Next Wednesday, perhaps, we see a little bit of a high pressure there trying to build in. But it's going to be the beginning of a cool down later next week that we'll see the colder air start coming in. And hopefully by this time we'll start seeing the oaks change. And yeah, look at that. There's a big storm over there that we're going to have to, that's well into the future there. It hasn't even, I don't think it's even developed yet, but hopefully it won't be a big storm, and hopefully it won't take that track. Let's take a look. And there's so much variability here. I mean, if you go to the European model, for instance here, well, that's only taking us to Friday, so I'm not going to bother with that. So let's go to the HRRR, and we're going to go take a look at the latest HRRR model, 0Z HRRR, which we have mostly in now. All right, so we have most of it in. All right, so you'll see here we go tonight. You'll see that there'll be, again, those heavier showers we're getting right now through around midnight. There'll be a little bit of a break, but we're going to still have the drizzle. And then hopefully maybe we can at least lose the drizzle tomorrow. We'll just have mostly cloudy skies, variable cloudiness with some peaks of sun and not much rain activity. And then you'll see here we go for Wednesday. You see it's developing a few more isolated showers and thunderstorms. Very isolated showers and thunderstorms. And this here is the front that would wind up coming through and bring an end to this weather. So let's go take a look at the dew points and temperatures here on this, and you'll see the tropical air here that we're dealing with. So take a look at the dew points here. You see that tropical air coming all the way up from the south. We're going to deal with that tomorrow. It's going to be muggy right through the day tomorrow, and perhaps even getting more muggy as we get into tomorrow. So, easterly winds, but it's going to be a muggy east wind. And that's why there could be fog, and there still may be fog and drizzle, but just because the humidity is so high, the water temperatures have cooled down a little bit, so we may see that just linger around. We'll have to see what happens if the sun can break through that or not. And then you can see that easterly wind continues, and then here we are up to Wednesday, where that drier air is starting to push into western Pennsylvania, but you still see we are still in very high humidity with this. So this is all the HRRR we have right now to take us through that period. We can look at the temperatures. So here we go for tomorrow. Obviously, it's not cooling down. We're going to stay in the 60s tonight. Tomorrow, temperatures probably will be in the mid. It's not going to be much of a variation between the daytime and the nighttime. With all the cloud covering, dank humidity around. Like I said, this is just disgusting weather. And then Wednesday, we're dealing with temperatures in the mid. Maybe there might even be a 70 degree if the sun pops out. That is the question. This is, again, what the HRRR thinks is going to happen. If we go and we look at the GFS, which is not as high rate limit, FV3. We don't really have enough. I don't want to use an whole run of that. So let's go to the GFS next. All right, we'll take a look at the flow on the GFS. And they pretty much agree here with that easterly flow there. And then finally, as we get to Thursday, midnight, Wednesday night, that's when the winds shift to the northwest. Much drier air comes in. Much more comfortable air. And we'll see the sun again, too. And then you'll see the squeeze play here, but I'm hoping the dry air holds out at least to keep at least part of the weekend dry. But look at this, Halloween, we may have a rain chance with this coastal low coming really close, but that's in the long range right now. It's not more focused on the short range right now as far as this week goes. So you see tomorrow, it depends. You see there's a 70 degree right over Tom's River, so they can wind up hitting 70 degrees if the sun comes out. Here we go again. Wednesday could be getting into the mid-70s. It could be really steamy in New Jersey if the sun comes out there. And then finally, Thursday, we're still above normal. Temperatures will be rising. Still dealing with probably mid to upper 60s, but at least the humidity will be lower. And then as we get into Friday, this is when we're going to have more typical temperatures for October, with temperatures generally in the upper 50s and low 60s. And you can see here we are for Saturday, the mid to upper 50s. And then here we are Sunday. All right. And if we look at the rain, again, this is kind of a Halloween weekend, so there's a lot of events going on. You can see here that after we're done with the rain, we'll have a dry day Thursday, Friday, and hopefully Saturday and Sunday. Hopefully we can squeeze out a dry day, but here's the issue for Halloween. Yeah, we may have to deal with some rain chances for Halloween. So let's go take a look at, we've looked at all this other stuff. We can go back and look at the precipitation on some of the other models, like the NAM3, which I don't have enough of the 0Z in, so we have to use the 18Z. And you can see it's just very scattered shower activity. Again, there could still be some shower activity across, the area. However, this is overdoing it, obviously. Just pay attention to the areas of red there. That looks like that is going to be possibly some severe weather going into Maine, perhaps, there with the tropical air. And then we'll have that chance of rain again. Kind of another chance slightly when that front comes through Wednesday night. So, yeah, more rain on the way. And how much more could we get? Well, Let's go to the HRRR, and this is our shortest range model, and we can take a look. Now that we've got 47 frames of the HRRR and 47 hours of it, we can go a little further, and you can see there's that front that could trigger. No severe weather with it. It doesn't look like there is. There's no V, so it shouldn't be a sharp front, so I don't think we'll see any severe weather, but again, given the air mass that we're in, you never know. The total accumulated precipitation, some areas out east could still see, especially those areas in there on the William Floyd Parkway, another half inch to maybe another inch of rain, depending on these showers tonight. We'll have to see what happens. But it's remarkable how much rain they've gotten out there, which is good news, excellent news for the Pine Barrens. There's two things that beetles don't like. One is fire, but second, also rain. If it's moist, they thrive in the dry conditions, so that'll also help a little bit as well. When it's overly dry. So now let's go look at the skies. I'll start with the GFS. And so obviously, this is a low resolution model, but obviously expect plenty of clouds tomorrow, maybe some sunny breaks. Same deal for Wednesday, but then by Thursday, we should finally break out into mostly sunny skies. And then Friday, hopefully we can hold on to some mostly sunny skies before we may have to deal with a little cirrus around. And this is Saturday, where we may have to watch where this cirrus boundary is, how close that cirrus boundary gets to us. And again, this is the GFS. It's a low-resolution model, so keep that in mind. But it should stay dry, at least, on Long Island. So let's go take a look at some of the higher, better resolution models that we have, like the RGEM. This is the 18Z RGEM. So here's the 18Z RGEM. And you see here, there could be a couple of breaks tomorrow. All right, so there could be some breaks in the afternoon. And then at night, it probably clouds up with the fog and the strata because it's just so humid out there. And then, again, you'll see that same thing again where the sun tries to burn it off. But then by Thursday, we're finally having a nice, mostly sunny day across the area for us. Some of the cirrus might try to roll in on us for Friday. But other than that, yeah, we've got a couple of gloomy days today, a couple more murky days to deal with. At least it'll be a little less murky tomorrow than it was today. But today was pretty murky. We can also look at the Ventus sky model as well. And use this to look at tomorrow as well, if we can, and show you the temperatures again. This is the Ventus sky model. You can see pretty warm out there. Clouds, you can see it has us pretty much socked in with clouds. So there may be a couple of breaks here and there, but it's not going to be a nice day at all. We have to wait until the front comes through Wednesday night and sweeps this crap out of here. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Have a good night, and thank you for watching.